Welcome and good morning to Mike Ferry TV. It is the week of January 22nd, the week after our production retreat that took place in San Diego last week. And for those that attended, thank you for being there. It was an exciting group of people and a lot of people that are going to have big years because of the information we provided. What I'm going to do today and again next week is give you the information from part of the first day of the retreat. I started the retreat by talking about a very fun topic. How do we create production quickly in 2024? And I gave all the attendees 10 thoughts to use to improve production and get it coming a little bit faster. Because the need for income is always a priority in the life of a good real estate agent. Whether it be to invest or to save or just catch up on the Christmas bills that accumulate, the need for income is always there. So let's talk about 10 things we can do to speed up the process of getting your production at a higher level starting today, January 22nd. Number one, I want you to review all the transactions you did in 2023 and source them. And by source, where did that lead come from that ended up in a buyer buying a house or a seller listing their home with you? And then ask yourself the vitally important question, are these sources duplicatable? Meaning, any source that can be duplicated in 24 should be worked right away to get another transaction for this year based on what happened last year. But then number two, I said, I want everybody to create a goal card, a goals card. 3x5 is always the best. This is an example of what I did virtually every week in real estate during my entire career. And in this case, I put the year at the top, 2024. I put three numbers on the card. Number one is the number of transactions I wanted to close for the year. Number two, the number of listings I want to take. And number three, the total income that I would earn because of the hard work I'm going to put in this year. And then you take that card and you write at the bottom, I can do this because we know you can do it. Well, what's interesting is this. I kept the card in my briefcase. I kept the card in my pocket. I had it sitting on my desk. I gave a copy to my assistant. I gave a copy and put it on the refrigerator at home. I looked at it all the time. If you believe what Earl Nightingale says, that we become what we think about most of the time, and we're spending all of our time looking at the goals that we want to accomplish, your body and your mind is going to push you and lead you to those goals a lot faster. So number one, review all your transactions. And number two, create a goals card that is simple, direct, and to the point. Number three, I want you to define a little more carefully the best 3 or 4 methods of lead generation that you're going to use during the first 90 days. So the balance of this month, which is just 10 days or so left, February and March. What are the 3 or 4 methods? And I say 3 or 4 because it's easy to get caught up in using one and doing pretty well with one. But if one disappears or one doesn't work as well in a given period of time, in essence, you're putting yourself out of business. Top producers have multiple streams of leads. Multiple streams of leads, which means they have 3 or 4 methods of prospecting. Number 4 is going to sound like an advertisement, and it's not because it's one of the points that I gave at the retreat. Join MFO coaching today, and if you're in, stay in for at least another 12 to 15 months. This year is going to be exciting. It's also going to be challenging. There's going to be interest rates changing. It is obvious that inflation is very strong in most of North America. We also know the inventory shortage is still a major factor in limiting production. Last year, 2023, was technically one of the worst years we've had probably since 2010, meaning the number of transactions we did, instead of doing 5.5, 5.6, even 4.8 million transactions, it appears we're going to come out with about 3.7 to 3.8 million. That transaction count pushed a lot of people out of the business. We don't want that to happen to you. Commit to yourself that you need coaching, you need guidance, you need suggestions, you need accountability, and let us provide that for you. But number 5, 30 to 45 minutes per day of skill development time. And what you're looking for is not only improving the quality of your lead follow-up, pre-qualifying, listing, presentation, etc., but you're also looking for the weak spots. What are those areas that are not as strong as you would like them to be? And you're going to identify them and then work on them and change them. Number 6, 3 times a day, if you want to get off to a fast start, take a 5 to 10 minute, what I call mindset break. And a mindset break is simply where you take a few minutes, read a few pages of a good book, listen to a podcast that you enjoy, that is inspiring to you. You take the motivational type speakers like a Tony Robbins, and you listen for 5 or 10 minutes, you get excited about your business again. Maybe you listen to one of mine, because they're all designed to help you list and sell more real estate and keep you in a positive mindset. Number 7, which is probably one of the hardest things to do for most people, work daily to maintain a high level of energy and enthusiasm to your day-to-day business. The fastest way to draw people in is to show your level of excitement about talking to them, talking about real estate, helping them buy or helping them sell a home. And your energy and enthusiasm is a great draw for people to be around. People don't want to be around people that are depressed, unhappy, mad, unexcited about what they do. And if you've had a period of time where you haven't done any transactions, there could be a point where emotionally you're down, but you need to recreate that excitement to get people drawn back in. People are attracted to people that enjoy what they do. Number 8, stop effectively today, January 22nd. Stop reading the news, listening to the news, and become media free. At least from, say, the time you get up until noon. Quit looking at your emails, quit looking at your tests, quit going online and seeing what's going on in the world, because there's no good news. They don't produce news to tell you how good you are. They don't produce news to tell you how great life is going to be. They produce news to depress you. And too many people can't wait to find out what's going on. People ask me all the time, how do you know what's going on, Mike? You don't listen to the news. I don't know what's going on, because what I'm concerned about is what you and I are doing today to improve the quality of our life, our business, and our production. Number 9 is a hard one, but is something that you can start doing today. Start thinking and acting like a professional salesperson. Think and act like a professional business person. Question I wrote down: would a top producer do the things you do all day? And if you're a top producer, which a lot of our customers are, you would say you want to keep duplicating those good activities, and I'm all for that. But otherwise, if I brought a top producer to your office to spend the day with you, would they look at you and say, wow, you're going to do well? Or would they say, wow, what were you thinking doing what you did? And number 10, use your role play and practice, as well as your accountability partners and your mastermind group, as a personal resource to strengthen your skills and mindset. If you're not involved in role play and practice, start role playing and practice today to get off to a fast start. If you don't have some level of accountability, take somebody in the office, somebody that you enjoy, that you get along with, and say, I'm going to do this in the next 2 days. What are you going to do? And let's make sure we both keep each other accountable to doing it. If you're in a mastermind group, commit to them what's on your card so they can assist you in getting there just a little bit faster. I don't think there's any question that every one of us watching this particular show today can improve the quality of their business, improve the quality of their production, improve the quality of their skill set, strengthen their mindset, and make more money for themselves and their family. So let's get off to a fast start if we haven't already done it, starting today. Watch this message a couple times this week. See you next Monday. Thank you.